Hi, my name is Mark Waltz, pastor of Connections and our multi-site ministry in Elkhart for Granger Community Church. Here's what I find often. We tend to want to make a difference with our lives, to make a contribution that counts in someone else's world. But the reality is, many of us struggle with this tendency to myopically define our lives by what we do in our career, where we live in a neighborhood, how much money is in our bank account, or even how many toys we possess. The truth is, about you and about me, that our lives can't be and they are not defined by any one of those single things. I encourage you to mix things up a bit and find that as a whole person, you have a contribution to make, an expression to give to someone else. I want to invite you to walk with me for the next few moments through 6 major categories that give you some ideas about how you can make a difference in someone else's life. So you ready? Let's mix things up a bit. Here we go. Whenever and wherever Granger Community Church gathers, whether it's here at the Elkhart campus or at our Granger campus, when we gather on the weekends, we're intentional to create an experience that says you're welcome and you matter right where you are. To make that happen, it's not about the building, because it could be a school in Plymouth or a theater in Niles or any of our church buildings. The reality is it's about people creating an experience that says you have worth in God's eyes. So, if you're gregarious, you love people, then this may be a great experience for you to serve as a greeter and usher, in the parking lot as a traffic team member, helping us in the cafe to serve drinks and food items, or helping people find a resource that'll help them take their next step toward Christ in our resource and bookstore areas. Our care in that whole area extends beyond just the 4 walls of the church. We have prayer teams who pray for folks on the weekend and throughout the week. We also have volunteers who go to the hospitals in the local area to serve people there and care for them, pray for them, take communion to them, and help them know that they matter right where they are. If any of this makes your heart flip, makes your heart race, then this may be an area you'll want to check out. Guest relations and care. It might be the right thing for you to mix things up in your life right now. Check it out. Here at Granger Community Church, we believe that people matter to God, from the oldest to the youngest. Maybe you enjoy working with kids. Now, granted, just because you were a kid at one time doesn't mean you still enjoy working with them. But you know who you are. There's no guilt attached to any of this. If you enjoy working with kids, whether you enjoy leading them from the front of a room, teaching, coaching, or you prefer a behind-the-scenes role, coming in during the week and prepping materials and the environment so that everything's ready for the experience on the weekend, there's a place for you. Maybe you like working with middle school and high school students. Every Sunday afternoon and evening on our Granger campus, hundreds of students gather, and they experience what we experience in every weekend service. So, all the things that you could do to volunteer and help in a weekend experience, from tech teams to arts to leading groups, it all happens on Sunday afternoon and evenings at GSM. If you want to work with students, you enjoy working with kids, I encourage you, check this out. This next area of serving opportunities is labeled technical and skilled. And right away, let me acknowledge there's skill in every area. If you're serving in children's ministry, guest services, you're skilled. Let me define a little more clearly what we mean by technical and skilled. If you're skilled in this category, then we're talking about folks who understand software and hardware, hard drives, all things computers, technology. Yes, this does require you have a little more capacity than ability to play Angry Birds, but you know who you are. If you're technical in any way, we're talking about everything from counting money to producing and writing financial reports, and then everything in between. If you're technical, if you're skilled, take a step, get out of your seat, and learn how you can serve Christ and the church, other people, with your skills. Maybe you're an artist, a creative type. Creative types are, well, creative, and maybe your mind goes straight to singing, the band, because that's what you see all the time here at Granger Community Church. The reality is, it does include singing, playing an instrument, acting. In fact, here's something you might not know. On both of our campuses in Elkhart and at Granger, only 3 of the people you see week in, week out are paid people. The rest of the folks are all volunteers, like many of you. So maybe you've got a talent, niche for singing, acting, playing an instrument. I'd check out the arts. But it's not limited to just platform arts. The arts also include graphic design, photography, all kinds of ways of artistic expression. In fact, maybe you're one of the few people who actually understands social media, how to use that tool to start conversations and communicate effectively to others. That's also a part of this whole big bucket called arts. You ought to check it out. It might be the thing for you. Serving others through team doesn't confine us to the four walls of the church. It takes us out into the community, out into the world to help people understand how much they matter to God. That's what's happening in downtown South Bend at Monroe Circle, where we're coming alongside students and children and families to help them accomplish their goals through mentoring programs and after-school training programs, through a weekly candlelit dinner and worship and teaching. We're helping folks understand that they matter to God. We're doing a similar ministry in Elkhart at Washington Gardens to help folks accomplish their life goals in Christ. Now, if you're interested in going beyond our community and joining us in our work in Nicaragua, in India, there are informational meetings coming up soon to help you there as well. I hope you'll check out these opportunities to get not just beyond the four walls of the church, but perhaps beyond yourself and join Christ in His work in our community and around the globe. On both our Elkhart and Granger campuses, nothing happens without the support and hard labor of scores and scores of volunteers. Sometimes it's moving, tearing down, setting up walls. Other times it's chairs and tables to make space ready for more than the weekend experience throughout the week. Maybe you're a little more skilled than all of that, and you know your way around electricity or plumbing, minor repairs of a building or campus. There's a space for you as well. Outside, there are opportunities to join teams with Green Thumb landscaping and making things grow and look pretty. Maybe you grab a shovel and help us move some snow during the wintertime. There's a space, a team for you if you want to put your heart and your back into how you serve. Now, maybe after watching all that, you're thinking, man, there are like half a dozen different things I'd love to check out. Or maybe you watched all that and thought, I don't know if there's anything that's wired up for me. Here's the deal. It's all about experimenting. Give it a try. There's no obligation by clicking through the website and looking for ways to serve. Go now to that volunteer tab and check it out. You'll find those same 6 buckets located here on the website, and choose one place to start. Again, it doesn't obligate you in any way, but get some information, figure out what your next step is. If that's not a place you're going to serve, it doesn't work with you, then try another one, and then maybe another one, and then maybe one more, until you find the place that fits you and allows you to make the serve that you want to make with your life. I dare you, mix it up. It'll be a great, great experience.